you know, you watched the show. I know D3 went through all the clips, and he made sure you found them. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about the Julius Randle, Karl Anthony Towns trade. We're looking at it now from where we were, you know. Well, I guess the trade didn't even – it's not technically a year yet because we're still in the playoffs, but we're in the Western Conference Finals. Now, I'm going to say and I'm gonna just be a man of my word. I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna apologize because I said I will apologize because I said unless we made it back to the Western Conference Finals, the trade was bad. So we made it back to the Western Conference Finals. Julius Randle had a career high in points in playoff history. So I'm shout out to him for that. I would say the two teams we played did not have a big man, but hey, I apologize. I said I apologize, and I can't wait to see what happens next round because this window for judgment is still open.
Question for you. Does it matter what happened next round? Because you said long as we make it to the conference finals.
As far as what? Like if he plays bad, I'm definitely gonna let it be known if he plays bad.
But you didn't let it know when Cat played bad.
When did Cat last year?
Conference finals.
Last year? I definitely said Cat didn't show up some games, but he did some games. Against the Mavericks, he wasn't on the crumb.
Yeah,
but
at all.
Really, Anthony Edwards wasn't on the crumb. And that's
It was more Anthony Edwards.
He was talking smack. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie turned into Music Soul Child, lit them candles, and went to work on them. So that's what happened with that. So looking at, like I said, Randall's done his thing, but it's hard for, you know, we played sports our whole life. We have to look at what, and we get it. Injuries happen. But it's ironic that he had his career year against two teams that didn't have a big man. And you look at Carr, on the other hand, like, the Knicks didn't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Julius Randle was on the team. He was hurt. He was on that team, but they didn't make it. Cat comes and they make it. So now it's like one of those things where it's like, what is the common denominator right now?
I think. Then, yeah. Matter of fact, hey, I had to get out my Stephen A. Smith mode. Now I'm in my Rashad McCants mode. But I'm gonna be honest. And don't get me wrong, Cat makes an impact for New York, but I feel Julius Randle have more of an impact with Minnesota than Cat has an impact with the Knicks. And let me so let me say this. Let me explain this. Julius Randle, you could arguably is the number 2. I ain't even gonna say arguably. He is the number 2 player on the Minnesota.
Thanks.
What do y'all rate Cat at?
Number 2.
Number 2 on Knicks?
Yes. Julie on the season, Brunson averaged 26, Carl averaged 24. And the playoff, he averaged 24.
It went down.
No, in the season, regular season, 24.
I'm talking about playoffs.
In playoffs, he averaged 19. He's at 19 right now. And I believe Jaden's at 28. But he's still second. He averaged more than OG.
What you got to say to that?
Yeah, he averaged more. He's still second.
Okay, he's still second. Yeah. So Julius Randle efficiency went up during playoffs. Cats went down.
That's not what happened.
His points went down.
What you got for percentage on that?
Yeah, his points went down. I don't know about his efficiency. His points.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by points.
Let me look.
I want to know what D3 got because he said it.
That's what I mean by points. You went from 24 to 19.
No, that's not what you said. Points.
Yeah, but points are efficiency though.
You said efficiency.
Well, that's why they say you can change it up. Points.
All right.
Nah. See.
Yeah.
So his points went
efficiency though.
I'm looking at it right now. So he.
Because like I said, I believe that Knicks team is being carried.
48% from the field.
I believe that Knicks team is being carried by OG, Mikal Bridges, and Bronson.
34% from the field.
Okay, 48% from the field and 34% from 3.
Yep.
What we got for Jewel?
Let's go.
He went down to 33.
34%. See, he ain't even trying to listen.
34.
I ain't even
no difference.
Regular season.
Let's see. We can do in playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Stats. Okay, Julius Randle.
Julius balling too. Threes and all. His 3-point percentage went up as well in the playoffs, so y'all know.
Our playoffs, okay. Minnesota.
Yeah.
We're going to do his field goal percentage?
Yeah, field goal.
Watch.
He's 50% from the field. From the field. He's 34% from 3. So they're kind of essentially the same.
Pretty much.
So pretty much the same. On the season, you want to do their season averages?
I mean, we know the season.
Okay,
I know that.
I mean, like I said, Julius is doing his thing, but it's hard to say. Like
you see, Anunoby putting up 20. Mikal Bridges putting up 20, like.
So when Jaden McDaniels was doing that, though,
I was gonna say,
Not as consistent as they
when
are.
he was doing it against the first round against, they ain't doing it consistently.
He can't help
Mikal
that.
Bridges only had 20 points. Like
OG Anunoby is balling.
OG Anunoby only had 20 points once that fucking round.
He averaged 17 in the playoffs so far.
Who, OG?
Yeah, he's averaging
So what we
17.
talking
I'm like,
about?
Carl's still number 2 though. He is, and then
He trying to make it not be true. It don't even make sense. I don't get it. Go
he's
ahead,
number
though.
2.
Let him finish.
I mean, like I said, we like OG 17 and Carl 19.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's pretty close.
I mean, it's average.
Them are like role player numbers.
Okay.
What has Julius Randle at?
Julius not a role player.
He's averaging.
He's a go-to player.
Okay.
But you know, 18 was his average. Like,
No.
But he is.
averaged
But listen though,
if you can't say those are role player numbers,
He did that as a number one option. Okay.
Hold on.
But Cat's never been a number one
Hold
option,
on,
right?
Julius Randle also.
Cat's
Julius
never been a
Randle-
number one option.
I want to ask you about that.
Julius Randle also averaged 24 as the number one option as well.
In regular season?
Yeah, in
We thought we
2000
were talking playoffs.
Playoffs, I thought. And that was
We
with the
talking
I'm just saying
playoffs.
in general.
No, we
with the
talking
Knicks.
playoffs.
Did he actually do that?
Yeah, he
I don't
did.
know.
2020.
But I thought we was talking because Cat done that plenty of times
Let me
in
see.
regular
'Cause
season.
I
I thought we was talking playoffs.
was that the first year he got there?
Yep.
Was we talking playoffs?
I thought you were talking about playoffs.
How we
Yeah.
switching?
Oh, okay. So playoffs in general, like career playoffs.
His career playoffs, he was averaging 18.
No, he
That's
got-
the number one option.
Well, at the Knicks, no, he ain't the Knicks no more.
Exactly.
He ain't Minnesota balling.
But I'm saying, how did you accept the mediocrity from him? And he was the number one option, but you can't accept it from Cat as a number two
Because
option.
he didn't like that coach
I'm
or
saying
that team.
Cat as a 2 option averaged more than him as a 1 option. What do you have to say
Well,
about
I
that?
mean, for one, Cat didn't have that many options when he was here.
He was a 2 option, yeah.
Yeah,
You say he was never a number one option?
we got Anderson
You
playing.
said Cat in our group chat. You said, I want to ask you this. You said Cat was never a number 1 option in his whole career.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
I meant at the Knicks.
What?
I meant at the Knicks. We knew he was number 2 option. He was number 2 option his whole career.
Get him out of here, man.
Oh my God.
When Jimmy Butler was here, he was number 2.
He was.
When Zach LaVine was here, he was number 2. When Andrew Wiggins
Whoa,
here, he was number 2.
Now you're just lying. So all right, I'll give you the Jimmy
Anthony
Butler.
Edwards here, number 2.
I'll give you the Jimmy Butler. I'll give the Ant-Man.
So you
last
can't
year.
give Andrew Wiggins?
Fuck no. They never
Because
averaged,
he didn't show.
they never averaged more points than him. They never led the team in no categories more than him. They never.
I'm about to say something because he didn't show it. That don't mean he's not the number one option.
I mean, I
now
feel
we
like
going off
Want him to say
no. I mean, that's what Minnesota wanted him to be number 1.
I'm saying, but you about to say what because he didn't show it doesn't mean.
Yeah, I feel like people can argue that. I mean, I still think Andrew Wiggins is the number 1 option.
And he didn't show it.
But he didn't show it though. He didn't have the numbers.
But that's what
He's the 4th
they
option.
wanted him.
But he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't show it, but they wanted him to be that.
It's not what they wanted. Did he show it?
But he wasn't.
How can you beat if you never show it?
Because he was when it was shot when
He
that
was never
time
number
is
1
like,
option.
How can you beat if you
when
never
that
showed it?
hey when that time is on the line, Andrew Wiggins go try to go get that bucket.
That nigga's
Go try to go get that
He lying
bucket.
there to y'all's face on camera, and I love it.
This is crazy.
I'm letting him do it to himself,
Hey,
y'all.
Andrew
I'm not even doing
Wiggins
nothing. I'm
was
just- I'm
number
letting
1.
him do it
Zach
to
LaVine
himself.
was number 2. Cat was number 3.
Let's just son, you tripping. Because now we gotta just go. This is why we gotta just go to the stats and just look. Because hold on.
So here we go. So stats make you the number 1 option.
Did you just say Julius Randle was?
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
What you mean? What I say about Julius Randle?
Did you
About
say he was the
stats
number one option?
for who? A team? For
the
Knicks?
Timberwolves.
Yeah. No, he was number. I say he's number 2.
What makes him number 2?
We all know that's Ant team.
No, I'm saying what makes him the number 2 option though on that team.
He's the second go-to person.
Is it his stats?
He's the second go-to person. He's the second go-to person.
Is Cat not the second go-to person?
Yeah, bro. Cat.
No.
Cat.
Oh my God.
Cat is not the second go-to
Cat's
person.
the
On the
second-
Knicks?
Who the second go-to?
For the Knicks?
Yeah, who the second go-to?
Markelle Bridges.
All right.
All right, bet. Let's move on.
Markelle Bridges or OG.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns averaged 25 points a game, 12 rebounds his second year in the NBA. Andrew Wiggins has never averaged over 23 points a game. So that just how was he the number one?
He's the number one option.
He was never the number one option.
He's the number.
What did Andrew Wiggins average?
He averaged what?
His second
His
year.
most
First-
ever.
Yeah, his
What
most.
is his most ever in
Was
Minnesota?
his most ever?
In Minnesota? Yeah.
His most ever in Minnesota? 23.
20.
What year?
23 was 2016, 2017.
That was his what, third year?
That was his third year and
Cat's second.
year. So he wasn't even
He wasn't even number one option. His best
Yeah,
year.
he was. Yes, he was. Yes,
My
he
man,
was.
He's
Yes,
sick.
he was.
He's sick.
Hey, Minnesota fans, please comment.
No.
Let me know
I
what
can't
y'all
believe-
thoughts.
I really can't
I
believe
know
you
y'all
said
love
that shit.
Cat. I know y'all love Cat. He's soft, but
I can't.
y'all got a soft spot for people like that because we don't want to hurt his feelings.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Not you. They're fans. Cat fans.
You don't want to hurt his feelings.
He's a good guy, so like
What feelings? We gone.
Him.
We y'all said it was Cat fault, right? Let's just talk. Let's just get to the real. The fans said it was Cat's fault. He
No,
was a
I say
soft-
50-50.
Whoa.
Some say it
whoa,
was.
whoa.
That's what they said.
D3's forgetting. At the beginning of the year, he said, "I bet the Knicks will be worse than the Timberwolves."
Did say that.
We gotta replay that.
Yeah, I'm about to find
He
that.
said,
footage.
"I
You
bet
did say
the
that.
Knicks will be worse than
I'm
the
about to find that
Timberwolves. They're not
episode.
going to go nowhere with Cat. He stinks." And here they are, back in the East. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hey.
They didn't beat Boston last year.
Okay.
They beat them this year. Who's the difference? Karl Anthony Towns.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson, man. That's the Superman, clutch man of the year,
Exactly.
the carrier,
The number one option. No one's debating
He is
that.
the number one option.
carrier.
He's the number
No
one
one's
option.
debating that.
Come here. Backpack.
And what's Ed
It's
Edwards?
crazy.
Like, God,
Huh? What's
What's
You
Ed
said
Edwards?
What's Ed Edwards?
when Edward,
Huh?
hold on, when Ed's playing bad, Julius Randle show up. When Brunson's
When
playing
Jalen
bad,
played bad, Cat show up.
So, yeah.
no,
Yeah, it's happened. This whole play.
Cat can play bad and they still win.
No.
Yes,
No.
Hasn't
yes,
happened. No,
No.
that
Yes.
hasn't happened. Julius can play bad
Yes.
and win.
No.
No.
That's happened.
That's been proven.
That happened against the Warriors.
And they
two
lost.
games.
How
They
about-
won both games
How
where
come
he
we're not
played
talking
bad.
about Trae Young putting him out? He was
we don't
healthy.
wanna talk about
He
that.
was healthy. He
And
wasn't hurt
number
that
one
year.
option, too.
And he was the number one
And he
option.
was the number
Bro,
one option.
him
Don't
in the
wanna talk
him
about
at
that.
the Knicks was just him being selfish. He didn't care. He didn't like the coach.
Yeah. Why do
my
that get
God.
to change who he is?
Yeah.
Why do that matter?
For
So
one,
can we say Cat didn't care?
Cat cared his
No,
own career.
can we tell you? Oh,
But
how,
we knew
how
that.
does Julius not care?
Because
but
he
Cat cares?
publicly said it.
Julius publicly cared. He publicly
No,
said,
he-
"I'm gonna have to get better. I'm gonna have to work on my right hand."
But he also
He
didn't like
publicly said these
didn't like the
things.
coach.
He publicly said these things.
But he publicly said he didn't like the coach as well.
What does that have
What
to
does
do
that
with
have to do with it?
What is that?
How could you want to?
What does that have to do?
It's
with
a
it?
mental thing.
Michael,
Why would you?
what?
You don't want to be
It's a-
there.
it's
What
a
are we
mental
talking
thing.
about?
You don't want to be there.
D3 McKess. What are we talking about?
You don't want to be there. He didn't want to be there.
D3.
Okay, Cat
Kids.
didn't want to be here.
He did.
He didn't want to be here.
Yeah, he did.
Julius didn't want to be there.
Julius didn't want to be where?
Cat didn't want to be there.
Don't want to be where?
Don't want to be nowhere.
We're moving on from this.
Thank you. They don't want to be nowhere. We're just saying shit, right? They don't want to be
I'm
nowhere.
speaking facts.
No, you're not.
He said
You're not.
Julius Randle did not want to be
When
in New
did he
York.
say this?
I'll find you the clip.
All right,
Find
find
me
the clip
the
and
clip.
send it to the group chat.
He
I
ain't
want to
gonna
see
find
this.
the clip, and the clip ain't gonna be
I'll find
found.
the clip. Okay.
The clip
he wasn't.
ain't
He
there.
wasn't happy there.
The clip ain't there.
He wasn't happy
Switching
there.
notes, I will say we will bring this up next episode because clearly Timberwolves are still in the playoffs. Carl and them still in the playoffs, so I know we are about to be talking about. And
But he got to admit that. Didn't he say?
I'm about to
that
find
the
that tape.
Knicks wouldn't
I'm about
be
to find
better.
that
I
episode.
might have. I
You
ain't
said that.
denying it.
And where are they at,
I'm
though?
about to find that tape.
Because of Brunson. Man. Oh, yeah. He won clutch player of the
Brunson
year,
was there
man.
last year, wasn't
He
Yeah,
won
Brunson-
clutch player of the
Brunson's
year.
clutch.
Brunson was last year.
But
though,
Carl is that he's that support he needs. That support that Carl does when it comes to rebounding at the right time, doing all this at the right time is something that Julius could do because Julius can't hit
Julius
clutch
can't
shots
do that.
outside of this year. Outside of this year,
Julius can't
He
do
is
that.
not- he is not-
Minnesota made him a better player.
Minnesota didn't do that. They just played bum teams.
we played.
No, I said Minnesota made him a better player.
No, they played bum teams. They
We'll
came
see.
into the
me ask you this.
the playoffs as a 6 seed.
If next round Julius Randle doesn't perform 20, it goes back to 17, 18 playoff numbers.
gonna jump me.
What's gonna be the excuse?
Going to jump me.
He choked.
So all right, that's all I want to hear. D3 first. That's all I want to
when
hear.
No.
So when Cat don't perform,
He will,
He will.
but if he don't, I'll hold him
That
accountable.
matchup-
he gotta go against Siakam. Siakam.
don't.
Yeah, he do.
Miles Turner. Why would he go against Seattle?
Oh, that's even.
Yeah,
You're right. That's even worse.
that's even
He gonna
better.
bully him.
No,
Now it's turning to too shifty for him.
You gonna
stop it.
see, man. Switching notes. Y'all been watching
stop.
WNBA?